possibly the greatest character to come from Overwatch Studios, as well as a trailer for Wreck-It Ralph 2, and I can't stop thinking about Sea of Thieves. It's all of this right now on Inventory Full.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies.
Every intro's a subsequent further failure. Hi, I'm the internet's Mark B. Donica. Welcome to Inventory Full. I'm Mark B. Donica. That's Nate Mellon. That's Stacey Shuttleworth. That's Patrick Dees.
What up?
We're going to talk about some gamer culture, so screw it. Why don't we go right into it?
Yeah.
Because we're listening to this beautiful piratey music.
It's such a beautiful shanty. I want to go dig shit up.
Look, you haven't lived until you've stood on the bow of a ship, playing your hurdy-gurdy,
go on,
to fly to the Valkyries, going into a storm.
That sounds amazing.
It is truly a blessing of life. It really is.
I've only played this game for a mere fraction of what Stacey has and of what the rest of the world has, but I have not been able to stop thinking about
that's such good news.
Yeah.
This is one of those games that I was like really rooting for. I think we talked about it on the show where I was like, not gonna be my jam. And the more it creeps up and the more it keeps up, I'm like, I'm hoping.
Man, I died a lot and I don't care.
No, great. How were them skeletons?
The skeletons were spooky.
Pretty spoopy?
Yeah, pretty spooky. We had a guy dressed like a British commandant who just came aboard our ship and was like, "Please don't kill me! Don't kill me!
I'm friendly."
And friendly, and he just hung out.
Nice.
He took our grog, but that's fine. We cheered and then we
That's
drank.
what grog's for.
Yeah,
I know.
They both got really drunk.
Yeah,
really
that
drunk.
is friendly.
And spent about 10 minutes just puking all over our ship. It was
That's how we did.
beautiful.
I want to throw somebody in the brig and then puke on them.
You
That's
can-
what I want to do.
You can do
happened
that.
to me.
Okay.
That happened to me. Yeah,
But you're already
I have
living my dream.
asshole friends.
Jesus. So wait, riddle me this. So like, what I don't know about the brig yet is I've seen people get thrown in, and then is it 20 minutes and then it times out, or do you just have to quit the game? You're like,
No.
fuck it.
There's a minimum sentence.
Yeah.
And can they elect to shortcut that? Let's say you guys throw me in there, and you guys are like, yeah, fine. And then 5 minutes I'm let out. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you can
All
go
right.
in just for a couple minutes at a time. If,
Okay.
You know, if your friends are assholes and just decide you should go in the brig
My
for
friends
a
are
while.
assholes.
Oh yeah, no, trust me.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Can you vote to put somebody else in the brig while you're in the brig?
No.
Oh,
You don't get a vote.
You lose your voting
Actually, I'm
privileges
not
when you're in the
sure.
brig.
I had already voted to put him in the brig.
Oh,
So I
okay.
don't know if my vote counted or not. It would have to.
one brigand per.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know.
Think you used that word.
And
right.
the water tech looks so good.
It's so
Is it
nice.
as good as it looks?
Hey, we've got some videos from some of Stacey's playthroughs.
Yeah, we do. Awesome.
We did some stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, I would've
so
been
this
here
was
early.
this was actually from when we played on Saturday.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
This sunset was
Look
so
at that.
flipping beautiful.
The
and
water is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm shocked at how beautiful this game was.
So
It
I
is,
had
like, huge.
a bit of a day
Look at this, stunning.
on Saturday. So
you?
when we were playing, I don't know if I was getting seasick from how turbulent the waters were, or if I just
Been drinking a lot in IRL.
had too much spam and drank too much.
Yeah.
But long story. But that it's just gorgeous. That sunset was remarkable. Seeing the islands in the distance and the beautiful blue waters. And then here, this is a cool moment. Do you want to describe this?
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, I made it a point to just go and sit in cool places and watch things happen around me.
Nice.
So crawling up to the crow's nests and just
What are
asshole
those?
friends shooting cannonballs into the sky
Makes
to make
sense.
beautiful fireworks.
Great.
It was a
Asshole friends.
good
Those are
time.
good
No,
friends.
They were very good friends.
That's pretty great.
Yes. So we had fireworks and we had the wind blowing and the beautiful nighttime sky. It's just so pretty.
And it's super cartoony, but the parts that do hit you they really hit you.
It looks that water, like it's no surprise. It was one of the things I was looking forward to because you remember like Brendan Green came like literally said I want to license your water tech, and I was like, that's a weird thing to say before we'd seen much of it, and then you see it and you're like, holy shit, that's
It all makes
impressive.
sense.
That's some good water.
So we actually played with somebody on Xbox.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So and it was clean. It wasn't like here comes an Xbox person.
Right.
Though they heard the chat is all like over your head and proximity based. You can do push to talk as well.
Okay.
So the most of what we were hearing from him was, "Hey, y'all are coming out of my TV. I can't hear you in my headset. Can you talk pretty loud, please?" And we're like, yeah.
Screaming into the mic.
Flipping 2
Put
o'clock
him in the brig.
2
He
o'clock
can't
in the
hear us
morning.
anyway.
Yeah.
Put him in there.
And then was this your ship going down?
Okay, so basically, the map does have parameters. Now they have little keys, and one of the keys is just off the edge of the map is an extremely like choppy set of waters and a skull and bones. And so naturally it's like, well, we gotta go there. And this is what happens when you go there.
That water is blood.
It starts fine, and if you could hear the sound, the music is so intense. It is terrifying when you get out into the edge of nowhere and you start going off the map, and it lets you go. Your ship just starts exploding.
Oh, nice.
And so we went way out into the blood red waters, where it was terrifying, and we made it back because all three of us were on frantic bucketing duty the entire time. We ran out of planks to fix our ship, so it's just sinking as we are trying to keep it from sinking.
A slow death.
Do you know if that's just a beta feature and the map's going to be bigger, or if that's just...
God, I hope that's just how it is. It was terrifying and amazing. It was one of my favorite things to experience. It was super, like, anxiety-ridden, but, like, in the best kind of way.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Did you play on PC?
Wonderful.
I played on PC.
You played on
yes.
PC.
Yeah. I'm sort of slowing down Xbox, especially on cross-buy stuff, just because gold is a little silly, and if I can play it for free.
Yeah.
And if it's all cross-buy. So I'm going to be buying it digitally on PC, so I'll be able to play on both.
Yeah. I can't wait to play with you guys.
But
I can't wait to play with you guys. Yeah, this is happening.
it's 4-people cruise.
How would you feel about doing a whole episode inside of Sea of Thieves?
Yes.
I would absolutely love that.
That would be phenomenal.
I'd be into it.
Done. That's great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, we need to start planning that
So-
now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Crap.
Yeah.
All right.
One Monday soon. This is happening. Holy shit.
And then
That excites me.
well, before we go back to us, because Stacey and I played some Overwatch as well. Patrick, did you play anything this week?
Yeah, I'm not proud. I went back. I know. He's Mark's rolling his eyes.
I just saw.
I had to go back. I played a little bit of Ghost Recon Wildlands because why can't
the fact that you wrote
that's
Ghost Wreck, not even Ghost Recon.
Me
too.
Just Ghost Wreck.
Me too.
Yeah, I can't. So I've 100%ed the main game.
I haven't finished it yet. So I just got to the part. You remember you were telling me you were like you got to reach a certain part where you can take on El Sueño.
Yeah, did you?
I started it and then I felt the completionist in me was like, nah, I need to do everything else first, and then so I just finished out all the supply side and all of the production side, and I'm working on the security one right now.
They drop you back into the map afterwards.
I figured, I'm sure.
You have to see both Sueño endings, and then we have to talk about it. But I went back, so yeah, it's weird. So like I'm like 80%.
So I can do it, and then still
drops
just go
you
back
right
in.
back, like
Will
it
I be
never
able to do? Okay, so I can. Okay.
Totally.
Okay, cool.
That's good.
Yeah, game's still real
In
dope.
that case,
and
I'm gonna go home and do it.
You should, and like, please call me. Like, don't text me. Like, call me. I'll be like,
there's
holy
been some
shit.
really cool missions. I already thought I had seen like so much of the map, and there was still so many different like settings and locations, and and then the
so
vehicle
diverse.
rebound. They keep balancing the vehicles too, and it feels so good to drive in that
really
game
does.
now.
Finally,
yeah, it was very spotty.
I hated it at launch. I really did.
So
you weren't alone, man. I heard people like fuck vehicles.
Well, even
the
flying was awful too.
Yeah,
but I mean, I had mouse keyboard, so I just had to switch back and forth.
I get it. But they did a like Xbox One X release like an update to it. So like now the draw distance is like orders of magnitude better. The textures are even better.
Beautiful.
It was stunning before, but like I kind of wanted to see it on X and was playing with my little brother. And I was like, fucking yeah, let's go shoot some narcos.
So this is a table full of people enjoying games as a service.
I know.
Both on its first step and a year later.
It's crazy. I was very excited to go back in when I heard the little twang that and then you know exactly what I'm talking about on the menu music. Yeah, I was very excited.
Loud.
It's very loud.
Do either of you still rock a ghillie
stepped
suit?
into a war.
Never did. My guy's got that gray, like he's gray haired. You see like Silver Lake. He's got that Silver Lake like cut on the side. Yes. Same. And he's like 55. I'm imagining, and he's got a fucking mean teenager. He's fuck that he won't take out the trash. That's why he enlisted for the 4th time. And he's like, I don't want to be in this desert, but like at least I'm not dealing with my fucking teenager. Anyway,
screw up of a son.
And he only wears that little neck thing. And I do dress him like he was in the Predator. That's usually the vibe I'm going for, like the straw hat and the sleeveless, because you can show the guns. I take this game very seriously.
Speaking of Tier 1. You guys rocking Tier 1, Steve-O in the booth, guys.
I have not done the Tier 1 stuff. Have you?
Really?
Yes.
Do it.
No.
Walk me through, like, and walk people at home.
I just turned it on.
And so that Steve explained it a little bit, because I think I would butcher it.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you got your usual character leveling up from, 0 to 30, right?
Yeah.
So then you get up to 30, and then you unlock Tier 1 mode.
Okay.
Okay, so then from there, You engage in Tier 1 mode, you progressively make the game harder, working your way back from 50 to 1.
Right.
You unlock other perks and other weapons that you would not see, like a sniper rifle that does 50 cal explosive rounds.
Okay.
Take out a helicopter in one shot.
Gross.
I mean,
and the game just gets harder and harder and more challenging towards Tier 1. It's amazing.
I've heard people love that. I haven't unlocked it because I've been like the DLC in and of itself is a lot harder because there's like cloaking guys. You fight like dudes who like disappear. They've got like these amazing technology. Anyway, way harder. So most of the time I've been playing the DLC after I reached level cap, so I've not gone back and done that yet. But I can't wait.
I've been doing.
Game's real good.
Yeah, I mean I've been at cap. I was at cap for a while and I still haven't finished it. So I just turned it on. I had no idea what it does.
Have you been playing co-op or are you playing most of the missions by yourself?
I started out playing co-op, but my group that I played with doesn't really play anymore. So now I've just been doing it by myself.
It's a little easier. You get a little overpowered. Single player, but it's still fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of godlike, but there's all. Yeah, I mean,
I'm kind of.
You can play through the missions over and do them differently.
Totally, I've done several of them like 10
I can see how the
times.
modifiers would be fun.
They're so good. Yeah. They're so diverse.
But it's nice to not be able. It's nice to not be stuck. Because I don't have people to play with, like I can still, it gives you the AI squad.
They're really reliable. They're great.
Yeah. I wish that this one was cross-platform too.
Yeah.
I hope more. I think Ubisoft is one of those ones that's going to start really looking into cross-platform play.
I would hope so.
The issue is that it just has to be on. Right now, it has to be on the Windows Store because that's the only thing that's doing it. So that means it can't be on Steam.
Yep. So and then it means it doesn't sell like it normally would.
Better than you play.
Well,
anyway,
I mean, I'm all for it. If you want to do it, please.
Make it
chat
happen.
#godlike Nate.
So
godlike Nate.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Dyslexia works sometimes.
And then I very quickly, I just haven't touched on this before because I want to talk to Stacey. This is my weekly near check-in.
No!
All right.
Okay, so I'm through, and again, this doesn't wreck anything. You play as a girl named 2B, a girl android. I'm 40 hours deep in her playthrough. When does this stop?
Oh my god.
I have one ending, and it was the one that there's a joke ending. If you take your system chip out, you die. And it's like, hey, that's not how you're supposed to end. I have one ending. There's 26 endings.
Okay,
I don't understand. I'm 40 hours deep.
To be fair, 20 of them are joke endings.
Right. Okay. Sure. But so do I would imagine I start playing as 9S and Pascal and all of those things, or do I not? Or don't tell me. I don't know.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Hours,
but yeah,
I've never played a game this long that I don't like, and I just I keep going.
I feel that so much.
I have. Yeah. It was called Horizon Zero Dawn.
No, but with Nier,
Are you
it's
kidding
a
me?
special kind of dislike for this game.
Let me know when you've got
shitty-
15 years of World of Warcraft and about 10 years of League of
40 hours
Legends.
of my
Get
life,
out of
and
here.
I'm
It's fair.
I just played a boss battle against some dude named Adam, and I'm just end. I just want to know because there's some crazy amount of hype around this. People think that all these other endings do some really cool things with narrative.
Yes,
and
they do.
And I want to see it. I'm 40 hours deep to
first
get to the first one.
The first one is super dull in
Patrick.
comparison to anything else that you do.
Near endings.
Well, that is one way to do it.
It'll
And that doesn't take 40 hours.
39 hours.
30 to 39 and a half hours?
Right.
Look at this. This man is changing lives over here. Okay, that's all I needed to get off my chest. I keep investing time into this, and I don't know why.
I just want to tell you that
it looks like a last-gen game.
I can't explain to you how good it feels to hear someone else talk about being stuck playing a game that they hate so much.
It feels good.
As a
I
League of
just want to
Legends
know if
player,
it's really
it makes
doing
me feel
these
good
interesting
to
things. I'm a narrative gamer. It's why I play this. I think they're taking huge chances in the space in narrative that they're not in serialized television or movies or whatever. And I think this is a poster child of cool narrative in games. And so I want to get there, but I don't know if I want to get there that bad.
Man, I wish I had a pen. I would have just written on the back of this sheet. Me 3 months ago playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
I know. Did you ever? You did not finish.
No, I beat it.
Oh, you did.
I beat it. And I went.
I mean, you got further than I did.
Yeah.
I didn't get out of the starting zone.
Well, you had it long enough to beat it.
I almost bought Nier.
You did.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can highly recommend it.
Hey, you know what's happy?
What's happy?
A fighting game originally based off of My Little Pony, and then turned into Beasts of Burden.
I'm sorry.
Talking about this again?
Sorry? No, just for a second, because I streamed it.
I couldn't hear you.
I want to stream it in case people only listen to us on podcasts.
Can't wait.
In case people only listen to us on iTunes or on any audio format, we do stream games.
We do.
I'll just say.
I know.
I'll just say pretty frequently, and go from there. And on Sunday, I stream Them's Fighting Herds. You can go ahead and press play anytime.
You got a good setup going there.
It's fun. It's a fun fighting game, whether you're a fan of the previous
Stampede
stuff or not.
Oh, the animation's so good.
Yeah,
Is it?
It can be.
I think it looks terrific.
It is still
looks stupidly good.
It is still very much a Steam Early Access
need to
game.
watch more fighting games.
There's a
I mean, this is also true. You are not wrong.
There's
I don't
10
think we're
colors.
seeing Them Fighting Herds at EVO 2018.
There's multiple
2019
colors.
probably.
Yeah, definitely.
After this gets a main release and they get a little more than 6 characters, then I think it'll be
I'll
there.
take that bet.
I'll take. Can I take it too?
I think we'll see a Marvel vs. Capcom at EVO next year before we'll see Them's Fighting Herds.
We'll see them both because everybody loves each other. So I'm playing as the llama Paprika.
Okay.
Dressed in an Incredible Hulk skin. They had a Kickstarter where viewers could, or whoever pays in for a certain tier, could suggest a color scheme. There's one of them has a Macho Man Randy Savage color scheme.
Why does
there's a unicorn
when you do a combo?
Because she's a llama and they do that.
Did you just get dominated? Is that a teabag?
Yeah.
Did the computer teabag you?
Kind of. This is also the first round of arcade.
No, it's
He
not.
got wrecked
That's
by a
horrible.
cracked out pony.
No, that's a lamb. It's a
Oh,
like,
that makes me feel better about that because I was really frightened of that pony.
no, it's like
and then she summons all of her dogs.
It's like
and Big Mama.
She looks like an anorexic,
This is
like
like
an anorexic lamb.
I feel like we're
Yeah, I'm a
contributing
little
little
self-esteem
to
issues.
A little concerned about
A
the
cutter?
design.
What are we
Sorry, that's
contributing?
to a culture, a subculture.
Hold on a moment.
Going places.
Hold on a moment, Nate. What are we contributing to?
I don't want to speak it into existence.
Okay, too
Okay.
bad.
Wait.
Well,
I want him to speak it. I just said something really
it was
fucked up.
it was a lot of fun. It's really hard, and a lot of the online lobbies are filled with people who don't know what the hell they're doing, but are just here for the fighting game hype.
Fair
but
enough.
yeah,
Did you play anybody online?
I did successfully, but I wasn't recording it at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's fun, and if you like fighting games, it's $15 and give it a shot. If you don't like it, that's your problem. Anyway.
If you don't like it, it's $15.
$13. But leading into our first story, Stacey and I got to play Overwatch together, and you just play a lot more than I do anyway. And we got a new hero.
We did.
Announced we got Brigitte, the daughter of Torbjorn.
Yeah.
And goddaughter of Reinhardt.
Yeah.
And man, I mean, everybody fell in love with her in the For Honor or For Glory. For Honor is a different thing.
Yes.
They fell in love with her in the short, and now they were hoping and praying that this was going to be the new hero, and it is. And she's a support class.
Yeah.
She's a support tank, which is awesome.
Now, what's her? She can drop health, but then it can turn into ammo. Or no, sorry, can it turn into armor?
So she has a limited
It's a targeted,
healing
she has a targeted heal.
Okay.
Which will
If it
give you
overheals,
armor.
it gives you armor.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
But only for a limited amount of
She
time.
doesn't drop it like Torborn's armor. Got it. I thought it was like
And it's
environmental.
No, it's
Okay.
single target, so she
Got
has to look
Yep,
at somebody,
yep.
and then she can heal
Okay.
them. And then if the overheal, it gives them the armor. Which
Seems kinda
armor
cool.
reduces damage.
Yeah, it seems rad.
She also does area healing whenever she does damage, though, as well.
Oh, rad.
So she has her targeted healing, which will do a limited amount and will provide armor, and she'll also heal, similar to kind of Lucio's spear, his circle that you can be in. So once she does damage, so that's her tank role, I guess, is when she does damage, she'll also heal her teammates.
She's got a flail that's short distance. You can get 2 hits in, and then you can sort of, almost like Thor, like since it is a flail, you can get a heavy hit, which has some knockback. And then she has a small shield that's only about 1.5 person wide. Okay. Then you can shield bash somebody to stun them and take care of them real quick.
The stun is very powerful.
Only on the test servers right now?
Only on PTR right now.
Okay.
But they just did the first balance of her because she had a combo that was instant kill anybody under 250 HP.
Yeah, she also had a bug where if you did the jump in her shield slam with her shield up, you would like just sail up in the air. So like you could jump like 3 stories, like places where like
Bug or
Widow
feature. That sounds awesome.
shouldn't be able to go. Yeah, I think she's gonna be really strong. I think they're gonna have to nerf her. Her damage is gonna have to go way down because she's just too good at everything. You just pick her and stand on the point, and like if anybody stands near you, you win the game.
Her ult. Did you talk about her ult, Stacey?
No, not yet.
So her ult is Rally. It gives her team an armor boost and increases her movement speed so that she can run up ahead in front of everybody and
fucking cool.
Smack them
Everything
with the
about her
shield.
sounds awesome.
And Rally also, the armor you get from Rally doesn't decay like her heal armor.
Really?
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm excited
That's really cool.
to get her into the standard gaming modes. But also, I can't stop thinking about Sea of Thieves. So there is that. Hey, Nate, we got a new year coming for Hearthstone. You want us to tell us a little bit about your addiction?
I haven't actually been playing that much.
We care about you.
We're here for you.
It's expensive, so I haven't really been playing that much.
But it's a new the Year of the Raven.
Yeah, the new standard. So what is standard is changing. The first sets, Blackrock, Cavern, and
hold on, I've got them.
A bunch of the older ones are out now. So I think it's only the ones from last year, and then the new 3 expansions that will come this year. But it starts whenever the first expansion comes out this year, so it hasn't officially started yet.
No, not yet. And cards from Whispers of the Old Gods, One Night in Karazhan, and Mean Streets of Gadgetzan will be rotated out.
Yes, so they'll be back in the Wild format, which means Wild will be large, which actually will be kind of interesting. That means Wild that now will be all of the cards from the last 2 years sets together. So that makes Wild actually pretty interesting.
Does that make you want to get back into it?
No. It makes me want to not play. Because it's basically saying all that money and stuff that you invested in those cards, you can't use them in standard play. You can use them in Wild, but nobody cares about Wild. Everyone just plays standard. So it's just, I understand why. It definitely helps with balance. It helps with them also shaking things up, so it's not like super repetitive. But from a cost perspective, it also just means they're like, here, now you have to buy all new stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Boof.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone wants to gift me some Hearthstone cards, I'd love to play.
Then he'll play.
Yeah.
Never again. Hey, so there's a new Harry Potter adventure coming out.
Is there?
Yes,
Sure
there is.
Is there? No, I know.
This is called Harry Potter: The Hogwarts Mystery. This is a mobile app which is currently available to pre-register on Google Play, so you know when it comes out. Now, there's a couple of things that raven-eyed, owl-eyed Harry Potter fans can see.
Nicely done.
One, Albus Dumbledore is there, so that's great.
Sorting hats.
But there's a very important reason as to what it dates it to when Albus Dumbledore is still around, as well as Severus Snape is just looks like he's a regular part of the crew. And so this doesn't look like it takes place anytime around the events of the books or the movies.
Sure.
It looks like it takes place before, hopefully not during. I would hope not during.
It's during.
Yeah, there's no way that they don't show up. One of the Weasleys just wanders in. He's like, "Hey guys,
the Weasleys,
great to meet you."
But the Weasleys have been a part of the school. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
So many Weasleys. That's my family.
I would
You realize
rather
it's
them not.
3 brothers. We all look like this. We're just the Weasleys.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Stacey, as somebody who is a craftsperson in the world of Harry Potter. No joke.
You are crafty.
What do you think about this mobile game, and will it be taking over your life?
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like I thought Pokemon Go was going to take over my life, and I got over that real fast. So it looks really cool, and it looks really interesting. And I think that a lot of people are going to be real into it. I don't think that I'm going to be one of those people.
And it doesn't look like there's a rumored Harry Potter Pokemon Go clone that was supposed to be coming out. And it doesn't look like this is it.
No.
So that's a step in the right direction.
Yes.
Yep.
There is that Ghostbusters one that's coming.
That is a thing.
Did you say this doesn't look like it's it?
No, this doesn't look like you have to go someplace
this
to
is not that
learn a
clone.
spell.
No, it is not.
This looks like it's a freemium story
Yes.
mode
Yeah.
where
100%.
hey, if you want to do that spell again,
there's no
in less than
geolocation
4
on this map.
hours. No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are magic fights. You learn spells. You build potions.
It would
looks
have
like
been
you're
cooler if you had to go someplace to
Everything
learn
everything
spells.
would be.
Makes
I
it
agree.
better.
But
go to
everybody has to
Australia.
go to Scotland to do it.
Yes.
That's the thing.
If you're not there, then
On a
you're
train.
fucked.
It's the new pay to win.
Yeah. But yeah, we've no other information. I thought this was interesting because it's the first Harry Potter game to
come. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, first I don't know about.
There was a pretty sick
Gears
just
of
War clone.
Oh, but that was licensed. Then they had the Fantastic Beasts set with Lego Dimensions, which is no longer a thing. This is the first one on like is this free or is this pay? Is this you pay $4 and then there are a couple of microtransactions, or
it's free to play
with
No, I'm sure everything's pay gated.
Freemium.
Yeah. Coin doublers everywhere. Coin doublers.
You know what? I had a birthday at Coin Doublers back when I was 5.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was a big arcade.
Just get drunk
pizza.
as a big, giant, terrible animatronic mouse.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. Terrifying.
I love that name. I want to turn that into something.
I'm on board. That's another show? The Coin Doublers?
Coin Doublers.
I'm on board. The one we do inside of Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, patent pending. The Coin Doublers. Yeah.
Alright, sold.
That's be our crew. The Coin Doublers. Yeah.
Nate's leaving the show. That sound you heard at home is Nate leaving the set.
Nate just realized he doesn't
that's
belong
his soul
here.
leaving his body.
Gone.
Hey, we're taking you with us, man. I'm sorry. You're part of this crew.
Man.
We'll send you to the brig.
Please.
Can we do that in the middle of the show?
He's gonna ask.
Definitely,
To go to the
yes.
brig.
Man.
Like,
No.
can you just leave me in the brig?
Yo, what's up, nerds? I'm going to the brig.
So we can be like sailing past another ship. I can be, help! They're keeping me as a slave.
These nerds,
Free me!
these nerds have got me hostage.
Oh man, I cannot wait for
I'm stuck in the brig.
like. As excited as I am for Sea of Thieves, there's also just that dark side of the internet and giving people a free space to do whatever they want with proximity chat.
100%.
We are gonna. I cannot wait for the YouTube highlight videos.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's the supercuts. Totally.
It's coming, and I'm looking
I just want
forward
to get
to
in a
it.
cannon and have Stacey shoot me out of it. That's all I want.
You can shoot yourself.
I mean, we can do that in real life. Yeah,
Listen,
Yeah, you can.
do
What?
yourself, yeah.
It's a game changer.
I was excited about it before.
Yeah.
No.
There's a solo ship too that you can like
Yeah, you can get a
run
little
around
soup.
and panic as you try to like turn the sail and the wheel.
You
and
just
then
run
hoist the
back and
sail.
And keep track of the anchor. It's a whole
I think
mess.
that's the
Would
thing
not.
is being on a galleon and having to keep track of everything. We tried doing it as a 2-person crew and it was rough.
I bet.
But it's full on like, all right, loosen the sails, all right, we're coming up. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
I can't wait. Dude, what a game! I super flipped. I literally tweeted it at E3 like, I don't know, this looks pretty fucking dumb. Like, who's this for? And now, like, as we're like on the eve of it coming out, I'm like, can't wait.
March 20th can't come soon enough, man. I'm super stoked for
Yep.
it. Do y'all want to talk about this ESRB thing?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Cool.
You know what?
Yeah. No, you say that you do.
I like the industry side of this shit.
The ESRB announced that it's going to be introducing labeling into video game boxes that will signify whether a game offers the ability to spend money on additional content. Now, this doesn't mean, hey, this has loot boxes. This
No, it
means
does not.
anything. If it has a season pass, if it's a fighting game, it has additional
DLC.
characters, anything. And you know what game has that? All of them.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
100%.
we're gonna put a label on games.
It's on every game. Well, so
Like,
like
what?
they do this in online stores anyway right now, right? Like you go from Xbox Live, PSN, like even in the Apple iTunes store, right? Like there's literally listed there anyway. So this is not anything big, but I love their shitty quote about it. I don't know if you have it, but where they're like, we don't want to confuse parents. We don't give them too much information. So this becomes like white fucking noise. It's an extra sticker they just throw on every box and like, yeah, derp, it's a video
Well,
game.
I think it's
this is ridiculous.
It's a marketing thing because it makes it look like they care about the consumers and
I
they want
agree.
people
It
to
is
know. When
all-
in reality, this just helps them because the issue is not in-game purchases. The issue
I
is
agree.
loot boxes where
Yes.
you buy something to get a chance at something.
I agree.
If I can buy some, I was looking at I picked up Origins and I'm looking
cool.
I saw the unicorn camel thing,
Heck
which
Yeah,
has a
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
description that gave me nightmares.
Yes.
True story.
But you see what you want. There's an amount,
And you
buy
fucking
it,
pay for
and you
it. I
get
felt
it. You
good
don't have
about
to.
what I bought
you
on
can
that.
get
Right.
this.
I know.
A chance for this
Right.
if you buy this box.
Totally.
That's the problem. So
This-
them like not. That's what we need is
Right.
a sticker that says loot boxes and sticker that says direct purchases.
Will never happen,
I
right?
know.
Like this is an
I know.
optics thing, and it's like literally it's ESRB coming in and saying, "Yo, Congress, we're doing something about this. Look, we added like 0.03 cents a box in sticker cost. Like we're taking care of the shit."
At the same time,
It's not- it's on
it's
every
Congress
box.
going, oh, people want us to do something, and ESRB going, hey, we're doing something, and
We got you.
then Congress going,
Yeah, exactly. We checked that box totally.
this is
So
a mission
ridiculous.
accomplished
I
ass. Like
agree.
we did it, everybody.
Yes.
The kids are gonna be safe. Bunch of shit.
Saving our children.
You know it's not a bunch of shit.
One
What's
sticker
not
at
a bunch of shit, Mark?
This trailer for Wreck-It Ralph 2.
No, it is not.
Not at all.
It should be in there.
I'm very excited about this trailer.
There it is. Cool. So Nate's the only person who hasn't seen this trailer.
Oh, it's so good.
So go ahead and leave the sound up a bit, and we're gonna take a look at this trailer for Wreck-It Ralph 2.
All right, let's get you plugged in.
Whiffy, or is it wifey?
Why don't we just go in?
Bated breath for all watching.
I know, right?
Why is it?
Old ass iMac.
Why is it doing that thing?
Doing what? The blur thing?
Stretch. Yeah.
I had to do that just so that we wouldn't get picked up.
Gotcha.
Yes, you are.
You know,
I believe it.
this is how technology works.
I like to imagine it that way.
This is a documentary, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Look, so we recently, like on a previous iteration of this show, we had a chance to go back and watch Wreck-It Ralph, and I'd forgotten how good this is, how much Sarah Silverman just crushes the show.
And John C. Reilly.
Phenomenal,
Both
both
of
of them. You're right. And so, like, I'm like legit excited about this, and not, I think this is. I'm excited.
You can see a lens lamp on sale at eBay in the back right-hand corner. There you get the little app look.
Yep. It's very clever. And here's the swiping game.
As any of them.
John C. Reilly's so good.
Very zen. Milkshake.
Hey, look what I found! More pancakes!
The look of terror.
That's how I feel too.
Please stop.
Scene.
Ralph, you might want to try feeding the kitty for a little while.
No, the kitty gets the milkshake. The bunny gets the
This hurts me.
Beautiful.
That hurts me so
I
much.
can't watch it.
It's so good.
No. Opposite is good. It's the opposite.
So here's the
so
thing.
good.
I got to see a lot of previews for this at D23. Go ahead, Nate.
Oh, you did?
Why?
Why not? I'll tell you exactly why. One, now that they have Disney, now that they have Marvel, and now that they're going to the internet, there were real brands there. IMDb, National Geographic.
Yep.
You can see them in the
Yeah,
background.
totally.
So there's a scene in this movie that I got to see that is Vanellope stealing her way into a dressing room. Well, I say a dressing room, but a green room.
Okay.
With every Disney princess in it.
Oh, wow.
With every actress returning to voice their role.
Oh, wow.
From as recent as Moana to as bad. I forgot how far back they go, and
Dude,
for some of the
rad.
princesses that unfortunately aren't with us anymore, they did get more recent voices for them. But they were like flanked by stormtroopers as guards.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so it's like
cool.
and Vanellope gets to hang out with her
Sorry,
Disney
Nate.
princess.
He has
friends.
no joy in his heart.
I know Taraji P. Henson has a role in this movie. She's going to be one of the major other stars aside from this. But right now, it just seems like Disney going, "Hey, look at all these brands that we have access to."
Right.
And initially, I wasn't too hyped about it until they started showing us material. And it's Vanellope. It's very much Vanellope from the first movie, and it's very much Ralph from the first movie.
And they were great in that. Well, this is not a movie that I would normally go in. I didn't expect to like the first one nearly as much as I did. I loved it. And unironically, I thought it was fucking great.
There's no word about Felix or Calhoun.
Yeah.
There's no
Felix will get there.
It's called Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yeah.
We don't know how yet. They haven't even
Felix
teased
has
that
to
yet.
fit the internet.
Yeah. He's gonna have to.
He's gonna have to.
Maybe it's Fix It Felix Senior. Anyway, whatever. But it looks like more fun. Wreck-It Ralph was one of my favorite animated movies. We talked about it on that. Go back and watch that iteration of the show or listen to it. Video Game Movie Anatomy. It was one of my favorite episodes that we did because we got to not suffer.
Yeah, true.
For
Those are always
once.
good episodes.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And
Nate, how are you feeling about it?
I hope that your soul warms up to it.
I mean, it looks
Fine.
Colorful.
Yeah.
I just look.
Did you like the animation better
I liked the first
Nerds?
Wreck-It Ralph a lot.
Yeah, okay.
I think it had a really good story. It had really good themes.
Yeah.
And I think it used cameos and allusions to other IPs very tastefully.
It did.
But also in a way that really served the narrative. I'm not getting any of that from this.
Yeah,
I don't
fair.
see why. Like, there is no narrative reason to make another movie. It is literally only because it was popular and we want to make.
But we don't know that, right? Like I think
Well, the characters have a completed. But look at the first movie.
Yeah.
The characters have a completed arc. There was a clear reason for the story to happen, and when they got to where they were at the end, it was like,
I got you.
yay,
Dude.
good. But then why?
But when creators crush it to that degree the first time, I always want to give them the benefit of the doubt and saying, hey, look, they must be inspired. They love these characters too, and I have to believe that writers also wouldn't want to come back for some of these things unless there was like a really maybe there's another great arc here.
If it wasn't for the fact of all the product placement and look at us, we're Disney, look at what we own, look at what we can show, because kids are going to watch this movie, and not only will it boost the sales of the Wreck-It Ralph toys, it will boost the sales of every single other toy and IP that they own. So maybe I'm a little biased looking at it from the money perspective, but it's completely different for me for an indie film like, I guess I can't really call Deadpool an indie film, but something like Deadpool, it makes sense for them to make another movie. They were planning to make another movie, and in the new movie, it's not like all right, here's all the stuff that made money, we're just gonna do more of that bigger and better.
Well, you don't
they're
know,
like,
we haven't seen either of them yet.
Based on the trailers, it looks like they're trying to do
that's the thing.
things.
We've gotten story trailers and ideas of where Deadpool's gonna go. We don't have story trailers and ideas of where.
But if I saw the trailer and Fox had a Cyclops cameo and a Spider-Man cameo and a Venom cameo and, you know, whatever other properties that Fox has crammed into it because they can, I think I would feel a different type of way.
So the scene that we got to see was a D23 special because they brought out all of the actresses
and
out.
people at Disney.
That's not an ad. That's not in this ad.
Right.
So the general public, the non-Disney hardcore fan base that already knows that this is a thing, they don't know that that's in there.
Right.
They don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes. You just see the lamp in the background. That's a thing.
Right.
And in terms of product placement, I will compare the Cars franchise to the Toy Story franchise. In the same thing, we went, another sequel, and then the Toy Story people knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
And Toy Story 4 wasn't excited until they went, it's a love story about Woody finding Bo Peep. Well, and I went, okay.
Yeah. And yes, I think I see what you're saying, and I agree with that. I think Toy Story 1 through 3, I think it made a lot of sense for them to do another one because the story is not just of the toys, but also of Andy. Yep. So as he grows up, it made sense for there to make more movies. But the fourth one, I think, is a perfect example of, I would not have thought that would make a fourth one, and they did pull out a good story, and they made it.
And that's the thing. We don't know. The only thing we know about the story is Ralph breaks the internet.
Imagine those movies if they were made now. Every 60% of the toys would be Wolverine, and it'd be Cyclops.
We don't have Toy Story 4 yet, so it might be.
Yeah, I know.
I think they have a really good opportunity over here. Like the subject matter is the internet, right? Like Ralph breaks the internet. Like I think there is this weird toxic subculture. The internet's gross in a lot of.
I don't think they're going to touch that.
They have an opportunity to, and if they do,
it's a kids movie.
I mean, sure, but the other one had some really like deep and dark themes to it. Like I would really hope that they look. To talk about the internet in a way that raise the level of discourse and have it be a unifying force as opposed to just this fucking toxic garbage place that it is for monster people.
I'd rather have low expectations and be pleasantly surprised
I'm with you.
than be like,
I think there's a chance
it's gonna be so good.
I think there's a chance it could be good. Like, yeah, I'm with you.
I just can't wait to spend more time with these characters. What I'm hoping for is that this leads to an announcement of a Wreck-It Ralph themed world in Kingdom Hearts 3. Anyway, moving on. Or at least Sugar Rush. At least the stuff that they own.
Damn right.
And instead of a singing and dancing button mash thing, it's racing instead.
No.
It's a racing
I want a Wreck-It Ralph summon.
And he does like the
that would be awesome.
That'd be great.
No Wreck-It Ralph world.
Ralph was one of my favorite characters to play as in Disney Infinity. I loved him.
Now if they change the world transfer system from the gummy ships to one of those big giant stations like in the Wreck-It Ralph movie, and there's just the tunnels for all the worlds, I'd be down for that.
That'd be a fun update. game.
I'd be cool with that.
Speaking of a fun update, thank you for that, Stacey. The folks at 3D Realms, yes, they're still in business, recently put out a new game called Ion Maiden.
Yeah, they did.
Which I am all about.
Great title.
So
A+.
They just took an updated version of their system, the system that ran Shadow Warrior, the system that ran Duke Nukem 3D, and they made a new first-person shooter game.
Yes,
I've always loved this art style, and the corridors look exactly the same as in every other game that they've made, but it's a new story, it's a new protagonist, and it's an early access right now, but instead of doing like, oh, we'll give you a demo and then you'll get some of the game later, the way that they're doing it is they're releasing whole parts of the game at a time. They're releasing an intro campaign, which is a completely finished sort of like first couple of chapters, and then they're gonna add the rest of it as time goes on.
I'm on board.
I'm so on board too.
On board.
And if I'm not,
why wouldn't you?
Look, it looks awful. That's why. What do you mean? Why wouldn't I?
No, I look that the engine's fun, and I think there's a sense of nostalgia there, and like whatever, like, and they're crazy creative, so let them take a swing at it, right? They're leveraging the assets they have. That engine was very versatile at the time.
Definitely a nostalgia thing.
Yeah, like why wouldn't
I don't have, but I'm happy for you.
Yeah, totally. I can't say that I'm gonna like be marathoning this or spend 40. But I just spent 40 hours with some other dumpster fire property. Like I clearly just don't like myself, and will just play any garbage that people put in front of me.
This is a Steam sale game. This is Ion Maiden's on sale for $5. You want to get it? Yeah, dude.
I want to buy it for that name. Gold star.
It also says a lot about it, though, that it just like obviously people love this style and these games and these makers if they're even still doing this.
That's impressive. So. I agree.
I mean,
when is it?
I'm a fan.
When?
Early
it's out now. It's on early access
so
now.
That first campaign thing is out now.
Yeah,
gotcha.
But the fully finalized finished product is going to be later in the year.
I'm just weirdly curious. I want to see it.
I would definitely need a Steam sale.
You think you could stream this, Mark?
I could if I got it, but I'm just waiting for Sea of Thieves.
Okay.
He's going to be exclusively playing that.
I'm calling Captain Mark.
I would tune in to watch Mark play the first several levels of this game.
Yeah.
Cool. Then if you want to see me play it, then you can
figure that
my
out.
Steam account is Mark Donica. You can gift that to me,
and
I'll stream just for you. That's what I did with Getting Over It. Somebody bought that for me to stream, and I did.
Perfect.
And I hate myself. So, who added the Brawlhalla onto the list?
I did.
You did?
Great.
Good. Ubisoft acquired Brawlhalla studio, Blue Mammoth Games. Friends of ours. We got to hang out with them at RTX.
Yep.
How many RTX? 2 years ago. Yep. And play some of the game and Jenga and Wii bowling, and it was just a nice time. They're great folks, and Ubisoft picked them up, and now I think they launched 1.0, didn't they? Didn't Brawlhalla recently?
In October.
Yes.
Yeah. So now they have a good indie studio in their corner. Why'd you add this to the story list?
I think it's good. It's good news. It's always good to see smaller developers getting support from bigger ones when they're actually have a successful game that they've been taking care of. And if you play Brawlhalla, there's a lot of love in that game. You can tell they care about the community and they care about the game.
And they've been showing it off for forever. Like I agree, a lot of goodwill that those guys have with communities. They've been at every PAX.
And also, in the statement they said, they're committed to keeping it free to play. Not no shenanigans or anything like that. And apparently Ubisoft also shared that, and that's part of the reason why they.
I've got the quote right here. Go ahead.
No, I just think it's smart from a strategy perspective. Look, they're on record. Yves Guillemot on the last call said, "Hey, look, we want to get into fewer titles and longer lifestyles, games as a service." And this is a perfect hey, a lot of community goodwill and a lot of hey, we're executing well on this model. And I think the acquisition was not just for that property, which is a little bit, but the learnings, right? A lot of best practices to be able to implement across their portfolio. And I think it's smart.
I'd love to be able to see what they were able to do with more support for Brawlhalla because it's already a great game that I think has a lot of potential if the community grows, especially in the fighting game.
Yeah, and they don't have anything in that category right now at all.
But also, I'm really excited to see what they do next. Now with this, with so many more options available to them.
It'd be interesting to see.
And what other platforms Brawlhalla could go to.
Totally.
Right.
All of them is the Ubisoft answer.
That's true.
Certainly.
One thing goes without saying, but I will say it anyway. We've worked very hard over the last 3 years to earn your trust that Brawlhalla will be always free to play and never pay to win. None of that will ever change. Ubisoft shares that philosophy, and that's another reason we agreed to this partnership. And so you can get costume changes and all cosmetic stuff like most games recently have been. But if you haven't played Brawlhalla, pick it up.
Can you guys educate me on the details of that acquisition, like public? I don't think that they were. I think so. They don't think they were publicly announced.
I wasn't in the.
No.
I was just curious to see what the sale price was. I'm always interested in that stuff.
Yeah, especially
valuations of businesses.
I think they got picked up in a deal with another. I think there was another company too that I don't know if they purchased them together.
Earlier this
at the
week,
same time.
Ubi revealed that it acquired mobile developer 1492 Studio, and then it also acquired Blue Mammoth.
Okay. Also very smart, right? Like let's dip our toe in this mobile game. Like if we're gonna have separate, we're gonna have fewer titles but in more verticals, and I think that's so smart.
Yep. Yeah,
they continue to be so smart. Ubi's doing a really good job.
Yeah, Ubi's smarting it up. You know who else is smarting it up? Just because they're kind of friends of the show. Rooster Teeth Games acquired Bendy and the Ink Machine this past week, which is an indie game that, depending on your opinion of it, is still is one of those indie horror games, much in the vein of Five Nights at Freddy's, that is doing something different and has a unique art style that people are responding to.
Yeah,
they've got merchandise deals already. They're at Hot Topic.
Yeah.
And now with this this publishing deal with RT Games, the game is going to hit Switch, Xbox One, and PS4 in its entirety. So they're gonna the developer is gonna finish the game. The Meatly is his name, or is their name. They're gonna put out the last episode, and then a collection of all of the episodes is gonna hit store shelves thanks to Rooster Teeth Games.
It's cool,
and that's just a cool idea. When we talked to the fine folks at RT Games at last year's RTX, they talked about we're also looking to get into the publishing game and find these great folks that have great products that everybody wants to see, and help put them out there. So that's all the news we have. We still do have quite some time left. How's everybody doing?
Never better.
That's not true.
I'm worried about Nate. He just seems like just a broken human being today. He hates me so much.
Today?
That is stone cold. That is amazing. Teach me that.
It's a good observation.
Yeah. No, who hurt you, Nate?
I picked up Origins. So
talk to me about Origins.
It's cool.
How far in are you?
Like 4 hours. I just finished the first zone area where you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Initial impressions?
I don't know. I like a lot of the stuff is samey. I'm still getting used to the controls.
Yep. Playing with the controller, mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I'm playing with controller. I'm on the fence with the combat.
Okay.
I like it kind of, but I also kind of don't like it.
It's fair. I will say, I don't know if Stacey agrees with me. I think that combat really grows on you as you start filling out the skill tree.
Right.
You get more diverse and like way more tactical.
Options.
Totally. It's by the end of it, I really started enjoying it.
I hated the combat at first too. It has significantly grown.
Yeah, I really like it. But
I'm really not liking the arrows. And
you also get to some fun stuff with this.
Yeah, right. It gets a lot better.
My biggest concern right now, but I like the skill tree system. I saw that. I like the crafting stuff.
Yep.
The eagle,
the drone,
the drone is kind of ridiculous.
Dude, it's awesome.
It is.
Something when you're
here's the thing too. Also, that I'm very upset that neither of you mentioned.
Okay.
The auto drive on the roads.
Yep.
Yeah, and then also you can
uses that,
excuse you. You can.
I've never used it. I would never.
You can set a checkpoint.
I'm sorry.
Auto drive to the checkpoint and then hop up into Sea New.
That's what I do every time.
And then he just goes, and I'm like,
"What's up?" It is so peaceful.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of sold on that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about doing that.
The first time I did it, I was like, "Can I send him to do?"
Interesting.
This is all you hear.
Oh, you'll like it.
It's been sitting on my shelf for 2 months.
Oh, you have it?
Oh, I've had it.
Oh, I take my sympathy back.
Yeah.
I hope you don't like it. That's not true.
Wow.
So my biggest complaint is
how's it look on your rig?
I don't know. It's good. It looks good.
It's pretty game.
When I upgrade my processor, it'll look even better. But right now, it still looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's hot. The game's a really good looking game.
Yeah, it's nice.
Not that way. Okay, all right.
Into the photo mode.
The story.
Okay.
Not a fan of the start.
You didn't finish it, and I have to say, like, this is one of those games
okay,
where it ends. I know it ends strong.
But that's not. Sure. That's I'm gonna play. I'm just saying, like, I spent like 4 hours in the game. And then when finally the thing, Assassin's Creed Origins, when the title comes up, I was like,
oh yeah.
okay.
No, 90% of this game, all I wanted to do was be super cop in Egypt. We talked about it. Like I didn't give a shit about it, but
just
toward the end, there's hooks.
I just want to know. Like I feel like give me that game, and I can rework those first 2 hours so that you actually care about what happens to the character. I think because I don't know what a Magi is. Honestly, I don't know what happened to his son. I don't know why he's trying to kill these guys.
And
then we kill the guy at the start, and then you start off with like the 5 guys you're supposed to kill. The first guy dies like right away, and then you kill the other guy. He's like level 4.
We said
it's like, what the fuck?
On this show, I said, look, like don't be mistaken, because like I wasn't sure if I skipped something. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, you feel
that's exactly what I thought too.
Yeah,
that was awful.
The first act is a mess. I will tell you the third act of this
butchered
game,
Tarantino job.
Not only wraps up his and his wife's story very beautifully in a way that I was like, hit me right here.
I haven't even seen his wife.
You will.
4 hours.
Also,
see, it starts getting better.
They also have some super dope moments. This is the beginning of the Assassins, and you go, oh shit. Like I'm not gonna wreck it, but I'm telling you, there's some moments where you go,
I'm gonna keep
holy
playing
shit,
it,
this is where this all starts.
The story was my biggest. I don't know. I just felt like even some of my lesser favorite ones. Maybe it's just like trying to. Maybe it's because I know about the Assassin Order, so it's like, oh, how does this character fit into them? But there's something interesting, something that hooks me in at least like right away. And this is the first one where it's like I really could care less about this guy. It's cool that he's black, but like
they missed it. I agree that beginning's tough, but this is a game which I don't think people understand. This is a game about loss and coping with loss, and like what that does over time, and how loss erodes other relationships. And it's dark, and it's fucked up, and it's a great place. The Assassins were born of a very dark thing, right? Which you'll see. I'm not going to get into it, but it's it ended up being my favorite narrative one. I don't know if that's my favorite. I kind of like Jacob and Evie. They're really fun to hang out with. All that, like I love Syndicate,
right?
But narratively, I don't even think it's close. It's one of the only ones with a cohesive fucking narrative. Like, anyway.
Once they
I have to balance out my desire to hardcore RPG it and do everything and gear up everything before
it's so dense.
Have you met Stacey?
Or if I just but I do that until I'm at a point of where like okay, I'm good to move on, not to the point of like where I'm constantly trying to evade. I'm trying to get towards the end. I'm not trying to speed run it.
I know, and on the regular, I kind of want to go back because I didn't get close to clearing the map. I hit level cap and I finished it, and by that time you're like even a little over leveled. But I want to go back and like see all of the stuff. But
Discovery mode.
I mean, I couldn't help myself.
I booted it and I didn't play it.
No.
Yeah. Oh, so you were ready.
I think it's cool.
Yeah,
free.
I don't know. I couldn't help myself. I went and rode around the entire map.
Did you?
Even though I didn't belong in most of those areas. Yeah, I covered the entire map.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
You belong wherever you choose to.
True story.
Well, no, because when the hyenas can kill you in one bite.
Fair.
That's not a place you want to
But you gotta play it so we can do a spoiler cast. And you gotta finish it.
I gotta finish it too. I'm gonna finish it.
Like this year.
Finish what?
This.
Origins. So we can do a spoiler cast.
A year is a pretty that's reasonable.
This shit like it's very real. I'd be really interested in talking to you.
We haven't done one yet.
Yeah, we have. You just weren't there for it.
Guys, Steve in the booth.
Yes.
I just kind of got inspired with the conversation.
Jump in.
You guys want to do like a top 10 list of games I'm going to finish for the year?
There's not enough time.
Yeah, it's going to be 25 for Stacey.
Maybe that's something we can make for a future episode. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Top 5 games that we started that didn't finish.
Yeah. Just in general, or let's do.
Well, we only have so much time, Stacey, so we need you.
Okay, all right.
We can do this on Sea of Thieves cast.
Stacey gets 10. Okay.
I wonder if me going through discovery mode before I play the game and getting familiar with the map will affect my playthrough. I wonder. We're gonna leave it at that because we're out of time.
We are.
Patrick.
Yo.
You. Let's go. No, where can the folks find you? What are you doing? What are you playing?
Doing all kinds of stuff. We'll keep your eyes peeled to my Twitter feed, P to the D's at Twitter, and not only what I'm playing, but also the fan-controlled football league.
There's so much good stuff that's happening.
Is coming. We just signed with CAA. Like we are going to be doing some incredibly cool shit. Fans will be calling plays in a real football league coming 2019. So stay tuned for that. It's like a video game of real life. But other than that, I'm just playing some random shit this week. So, Stacey, how about you?
Hey, you guys. You can find me all over the web at Stacey Shuttles. I'm gonna be playing Final Fantasy 15 again.
Whoa! Yay! All right.
Say it proud.
I'm not proud. I mean, I'm really excited about it, but I'm not proud. The Royal Pack is coming out tomorrow, and I'm definitely gonna replay the game now. And that's that.
Are you gonna be streaming anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna stream things.
Nice.
I want to see more Doki Doki.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Let me get my act together. I gotta write some more poetry.
Oh yeah.
my god.
Oh goodness. Hey Nate, what's up with you, bro?
Yeah,
What's up, nerds? I don't have it. I tried.
Well, that was Nate.
You can find me on
Thanks,
Twitter
Nate.
at DogLikeNate.
Word.
I'm playing Assassin's Creed
Oh, I can't wait.
and League of Legends and
Call me after El Sueño, yo.
PUBG.
Kill that guy.
Hit me on Twitter. Let's play some games.
He's got a great face tat.
Thanks, bro. I'm Mark B. Donica. You can find me on Twitter at Mark B. Donica. I don't know what I'll be playing this week. Definitely more Breath of the Wild. Will I be streaming it? No. Man, I wish my computer could handle... I'm going to try to get Sea of Thieves on Xbox so that I can stream the beta if they do it again this week. Because, man, I flipping love that game
You
so
can't stop
much.
thinking about it.
I can't. I really can't.
Under your skin, I can
yeah.
see it.
Yeah, it's like scurvy.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. You believe it?
But yeah,
Bye.
also check me out. I'm a part of Clutter's Inner Geekdom Schmodown. I've got another match coming up soon. I don't know who I'm fighting, but that match airs next week to find out who I'm going to be facing for the #1 contendership. So please check out Collider. Hopefully I get to do more stuff with them in the future. But that'll do it for us. Thanks to everybody here at the Popcorn Talk for hosting us tonight. But we'll see you we'll see you on the internet.
Yeah,
Or
on
down
the
the
internet.
Wifey. Wreck-It Ralph 2. Reference.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
Views expressed herein are those of the hosts only, not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.